So once again, welcome to dear students. Today we will learn about the reproductive system in case of chicken. So let's first talk about the male reproductive system, or we can say cock reproductive system. So we all know that in case of mammals or humans or even the birds, the male reproductive system produce two things. First one, male reproductive cells. They are also called as spermatozoa. And second one is hormones, which influence the sex character. So male reproductive system in chicken consists of testis, vas deferens, and papillae, or it is also called as rudimentary copulatory organ. So same as the mammals, or we can say animals also, it is very simple reproductive system in which there will be two organs, two types of organs. First one, primary reproductive organ, which is testis, and in which there will be production of spermatozoa as well as the hormone. While secondary organs are vas deferens and papillae, which carries the spermatozoa as well as semen from testis to the female reproductive organ. So first we will talk about the primary sex organ. It is testis. So the testis are two small ovid organs. Ovid means round in shape, situated at interior end of the kidney. So it means they are situated just above the kidneys. The left testis is usually larger than the right one. Each testis consists of seminiferous tubules in which spermatozoa are produced. The spermatozoa are then carried out of testis by seminal fluid, which is also produced in testis. So, as we have already discussed that testis, it is the primary sex organ. Why? Because it will produce spermatozoa as well as the seminal fluid. So, spermatozoa that are produced in seminiferous tubules, and also it will be producing seminal fluid, and this will be carried to female reproductive tract by vas deferens and papillae. So this is the reason why vas deferens and papillae, they are called as secondary sex organs. So in this picture you can clearly see these are the testes. This is the vas deferens. The vas deferens will open in cloaca. In last lecture of digestive system, we have already talked that in case of bird, there is only one single opening for all these three systems: reproductive system, digestive, as well as for urinary system. So here you can see there are testes. Then this is the vas deferens, which will carry the spermatozoa and seminal fluid. And this is the cloaca. In the cloaca and fold of the cloaca, there will be papillae. And by this papillae, this spermatozoa as well as the seminal fluid, it will be transferred into female reproductive organ. Now here you can see these are the kidneys, two kidneys, and this yellow color line, it is the ureter. So again, it will open in the cloaca. So after testis, it is vas deferens. The vas deferens are the two tubes, each carries spermatozoa and seminal fluid from testis to cloaca. And last organ is papillae. Papillae, it is a rudimentary copulatory organ of the male, located in the fold of cloaca. So in the cloaca, or just by examination of the cloaca in male, you will find a small papillae. At the time of mating or reproduction, the sperm is introduced by papillae into the female reproductive tract. So this was about the male reproductive system of chicken. So it is very, very simple. Only three organs are there: testis, in which spermatozoa and seminal fluid will be produced, then vas deferens and papillae, by which the semen or sperms will be transported into female reproductive tract. Cloaca, we have already talked. It is an enlarged section of digestive tract that connects the large intestine to vent. It is called as cloaca. The vent is external opening of cloaca. sperm from testes, fecal material from large intestine, and urine from kidneys all pass through coca and they are eliminated. So it is the same. We have already discussed that in birds there is only single opening for all these three systems. So now let's move on to the female reproductive system. So in case of bird, the reproductive system of fowl differ from the mammals. The reproductive cell, which is known as ova or egg, or in case of bird, it is called as yolk, in the fowl, mainly produced by the food nutrients. Female reproductive system in chicken consists of primary sex organ. Again, it is same in case of animal and human. It is ovary. And secondary sex organ, it is oviduct. So in oviduct, you will find 5 segments or 5 parts. First one, it is infundibulum, then magnum, then isthmus, then it will come uterus. Uterus also it is known as cell gland, and after vagina. So we have seen that in case of egg or chicken egg, the yolk color will be yellowish. So this yellowish yolk color, it is due to the food nutrients. First, primary, the nutrients that are produced in liver, then they are transported to the ovary, and in which the yolk will be produced or created by these food nutrients. So let's first talk with the primary reproductive organ of female, or we can say hen. It is ovary. So at the hatching time, the female chick has 2 ovaries and 2 oviducts, right and left. But normally you will find only one. Left one will develop, and the right one will remain only functionalless, or we can say rudimentary. In very few cases, both functional, but it is very rare. So we can say in 99% birds or females birds, you will find that out of 2 ovaries, right one and left one, only left ovary and left oviduct will develop, while the right one will remain underdeveloped, or we can say rudimentary. The functional ovary appears as a cluster of spheres or ovum, or we can say yolk. Each is independently attached by the stem. Each sphere is more or less developed ovum or yolk enclosed in the thin membrane called as follicle. The yolk varies in color from pale straw to deep reddish yellow or orange. So here you can see this is the ovary. So this is the ovary. So here you can see these are the clusters of yolk. So time to time, one yolk will develop, then it will be uh, open from the stigma, and it will be goes into this oviduct, and then there will be development of egg. So here you can find these are the clusters of yolk. So time to time, one yolk will develop. So every 30 we can say every 30 hours there will be development of yolks. So we can say that at every 30-hour interval the bird or hen it will give the egg. So these yolk they are covered or by the membrane, it is called as follicle. So in follicle there is one space, it is called as stigma, and from this stigma the stigma will rupture, and whatever the yolk is there inside, it will be goes down into the infundibulum and to the next oviduct organs. So you can see easily see that this is the ovary, then this is the oviduct. Oviduct have 5 parts. As I said, first one is infundibulum, then this is magnum, then this is the isthmus, then here comes the cell gland or uterus, and last one is vagina. So again here you can find it is same, the cloaca, it is the opening for large intestine as well as for this urinary system as well as for reproductive system. And here you can see the right ovary and oviduct, they are rudimentary or less developed. So we have discussed that the yolk, it is enclosed by a thin membrane which is called as follicle. In follicle, there will be one space. It is called as stigma. So stigma, it is a place where there will be not any type of blood supply. So whenever the yolk will get mature, from this stigma, there will be rupture of follicle, and the yolk inside the follicle, it will be released and it will go inside the oviduct. Each yolk contains a germinal disc from which the embryo will develop if mating is done. So if reproduction is done by either AI or natural method, in yolk there will be germinal disc. The sperm will enter the yolk with from this germinal disc, and there will be development of chick. In a hen in laying stage, 900 to 3,600 ova have been counted. Many are so small that they cannot be seen by naked eye. So you can just imagine that in the ovary of hen, it is like cluster, or we can say it is like the cluster of grapes also. So each at every 30 hours, one ova, or we can say yolk, it will develop. So after primary organ, it is ovary. Now it is time for the secondary organs. It is oviduct. So in female, it responds to vas deferens of male. So oviduct is similar to what is vas deferens in case of male. In case of male, the vas deferens will carry the spermatozoa. So here also, whatever the yolk is released, it will be developed in the oviduct. In laying hen, it is large coiled tube which occupies much of the left side of the abdominal cavity. So again, reason is same, only left oviduct and ovaries are developed. So mostly it will be remain in the left abdominal cavity, and it is covered with blood vessel. It is divided in 5 regions, as we have already talked. First one is the funnel or infundibulum, same as in case of, you can say, cattle buffalo also. The first one is the funnel, which receives the yolk from the ovary. So whatever the mature yolk is released from the ovary, first it will be captured by the funnel, and then it will go further in the oviduct. So after funnel, second segment of the oviduct, it is called as magnum. Magnum, the main purpose of the magnum or function of the magnum is it secretes the thick, or we can say, white albumin. So surrounding the yolk, there will be development of albumin. Then the egg will goes to the isthmus part, in which there will be development of two cell membranes. And then last one, it will goes in the uterus, in which there will be secretion of thin white albumin as well as cell pigment or egg cell. And lastly, it will goes in the vagina, and it will be hold unless it is held. So vagina do not have serve any function, but generally it will hold the egg for some time, and then it is released. So here we have talked that in the egg, there are different parts. In next lecture of formation of egg, we will learn in detail. But in case of egg, the main parts are such as yolk. First one, in the middle, there will be yolk, yellow color yolk. Surrounding the yolk, there will be white color, thick albumin. Then there will be another layer of thin albumin. Again, there will be another layer of thick albumin, and lastly, there will be another layer of thin albumin. So here there will be albumin is same, but due to its stickiness, it is either called as thick as well as thin. Whenever the water enters the thick albumin, it will get thin. So it is called as thin. So in every chicken egg, you will find 4 layers of albumin. Out of 2, it will be layers of white albumin or thick albumin, and 2 will be thin albumin. It will be on alternate. So surrounding the yellowish yolk, there will be first thick albumin layer. Generally, it is in form of chelyza formation. Then there will be layer of thin albumin. Then there will be layer of second layer of thick albumin, and then there will be second layer of thin albumin. And surrounding all this, there will be 2 cell membranes. And after that 2 cell membranes, there will be egg cell, which is the outer covering of egg, white in color or maybe brown in color. So these are developed in different segments of oviduct. And last one, whenever the egg is produced, it will remain in vagina for some time, and then it is laid. So thank you for this topic. If you have any query, you can feel free to ask.